Since this story began, we've heard some incredible stories of survival. That Dunedin High School graduate and his new wife hanging from a rope for hours waiting to be rescued. Others just jumping into frigid waters and swimming. What happens when your survival mode kicks in? Who gets it? Who doesn't? Dr. Wendy Rice is a psychologist. Is there something, hey, good to see you. It's been a while. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Is there something chemical in the brain that kicks in when you're in trouble and you're threatened and something, I mean, is it chemical or is it something else?
No, it's absolutely chemical. It's the fight or flight response. It's a survival instinct. And what happens is your breathing changes, the way your heart pumps blood, and your whole body, your pupils dilate so that you can see more clearly. Your whole body sort of gets this call to action, and interestingly, the thinking part of your brain kind of shuts down a little bit so that the action part of your brain can kick in so that you can fight or flee, or, you know, because way back when we were fighting saber-toothed tigers and all of that, and that's really what it's about. And, you know, your two best options were to run as fast as you can or to fight to the death. And so that human evolution part of us is still there.
Still there.
So even though our world has changed and our threats are a lot different and we're a little short on saber-toothed tigers, it's the same reaction in your body.
You know, when we were tossing the story around in our meeting yesterday, and we all started talking about Nick Schuyler, local guy, 2008. Nick and three friends were on that fishing trip in the Gulf. The boat capsized. 3 died. Nick survived and was rescued by the Coast Guard after a few days at sea. He was lucky, but what else is it in you? Is it, I mean, once this fight or flight kicks in, is it your will, or is there training there? I mean, from what I understand, this kid's an incredible athlete, but what is it in you that directs you into surviving or just shutting down and not going on?
But, well, I think that there's different situations. I mean, in that situation, wasn't he trapped in the open water?
Yeah, he was
right?
on top of that boat.
And so my guess is, you know, again, I've never spoken to him and I don't really know, but my guess is that his body was able to shut down enough to protect itself and to keep whatever going on at the lowest level possible so that he could survive. Because there's one thing, sort of survival in a physical situation that is so horrendous versus this is an emergency and I need to act, you know, in a way that's going to save me or save the people around me. There's kind of two different things. It wasn't, you know, I don't know what he did. Did he tread water? Did he hang on to something?
He was hanging, from what I remember, he managed to crawl on top of that boat and hang on to it. And
I mean, that probably is a will to live, a lot of good luck, not getting hit in the head with something while he was, you know, a lot of factors probably came together, and he had the will to live, and that's a big part of this.
All right, we got to go, but I want to ask you one more thing before we go. All right, so you've got the people who did manage, back on the cruise ship, to get to safety. They jumped, they swam, they did all these things, they held onto the rope, and then there were the other people who just couldn't do anything, and that's the other side of this, right?
Well, yeah, because a lot of people in an emergency will freeze. They kind of just get stuck and they don't know. But it also sounds like the alarm wasn't sounded.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody didn't even know. There weren't enough lifeboats. It was chaos in that situation. But yeah, some people are going to have a call to action and are going to be able to overpower some of that automatic body system thing and come up with a plan and figure it out. And other people are going to just be petrified and paralyzed by fear. And so much goes into that.
Yeah.
You know, it's history, you know, it's their experiences.
Right, sure. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Shedding some light on this.
All righty.
Great subject, isn't it? It's interesting. Thank you.